I'm Prasanna. I'm co-founder and DevOps consultant at easyinfra.dev. So in this talk, I just want to introduce a very small tool, but it was like very powerful, and we are using it for more than 3+ years for one of our clients. And mostly like whenever we start consulting work, I'll start with recommending this Helm file because it was like very good and it's an open source tool. So just to give the context, you can see like the GitHub stars is 2.6, so it's not like very popular. But this Helm file, it's a wrapper on top of Helm. So I think like people would know about Helm. So it is a Kubernetes package manager, and whoever uses Kubernetes, I think they'll be going with Helm because it's like you'll get like a full package instead of having individual resources. So this is a wrapper on top of Helm itself. And yeah, like as the code said, like there are a lot of use cases of Helm file, but I want to distill it into 3 important features, like why we are using Helm file. And these are the 3 features. Like one is configuration management, secret management, and how the actual Helm releases are managed. So yeah, so I just have 5 minutes. So like I'll be like very quick about this. So before going into this, I want to give the actual context. So like about a team size and things like that. So like the team size is like 1.5 engineers because like I'm working as a part-time consultant, and there is like 1 full-time consultant, 1 full-time DevOps consultant. So it's like very small team, but there are like 4 environments to manage. And there are like just 5 developers, and 1 developer is CEO. So he is like CEO cum developer. And the number of clients is 6. And every client is like B2B clients, so they expect stability, they expect a lot of things from us. So that's how the things are. What this context means is, like this whatever tool which we use, it should be like very simple to manage. And the process needs to be very efficient because like it's just 1.5, one DevOps engineer at most time. And we should be able to track the changes also, like who made the changes, and we should be like, it's a very small team, so we can directly go and ask the things. But we want to know like who's doing what change. So that's what it translates to. And maybe like I'll discuss about these 3 points which I mentioned. First one is the config management. So for example, like I think everyone would be like using configurations. But how we manage those configurations is a very critical piece here. So one important principle of Helm file is don't repeat yourself. What it means is, like you can see there is a hierarchy. Like first there is a common config, then there is environment specific config, then there is service specific config. So I'll give you an example. Like in the common config, we'll define something like what the default pod size should be. For example, like we'll say all the service should have min request and limits as 2 GB, and the number of cores should be like 1 core. So that is like a common config which is applied across all the things. So even if the people forget to specify the resource limits, this is what will be like applied, and we'll be having a specific set of tags that will be like applied by default for all the environments. And next comes the environment specific configs. For example, like the database URL or RabbitMQ URL or like AWS things. So like this is common per environment. For example, if it's a development environment, you'll be having only 1 database at most, which means like that database configuration is shared across all the services. So we don't want to repeat that in each and individual service. So we'll define at the environment specific level. And if we want to change also, it's very easy for us to change because that is going to be like one place which I want to change, and it will be reflected in all the other services. So, and service specific configs. For example, if I want to use a different version of RabbitMQ for this particular service alone, that is possible. And if I want to give a specific resource limits for this specific service alone, that is also possible. And here on the right side, I've given the sample of what we have. So like you can see like for each and every environment, that is a variable folder, and that's where like all the configurations goes into. And if a service doesn't need any specific configuration, we'll not even have a file here. So that's how it is. And this config, the beauty is all the things are passed as a command line parameter. So what it means is I've given the command here. This is the actual command which we use. So it'll be like, I'll say what is the environment it is. It's a development or staging. I'll be saying like what is the service I want to deploy. And this particular command will resolve everything. So it knows like what is the exact configuration to apply, because it will go through the hierarchy and it will pick up the proper configuration and then it will apply the configuration as well. So this do not repeat yourself is like a very good thing for us. And the config overrides and the command config selection using a single command and flags. That's the beauty of it. The next one is secret management. Like all the secrets are stored in GitHub itself. But what we'll do is like we'll encrypt. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So all the secrets are stored in Git itself, but we'll encrypt all the things and push it to Git, which means we'll get the benefits of all the version control. So like we know who changed and like what is the change, and also like for each and every release we'll have a different set of configs altogether, secrets altogether. So that is the one. Like this is like a sample which is encrypted using AWS KMS. It's using a mechanism called SOPs underneath. Yeah, please go on. And the last one is the Helm release management. So this is a template on top of templates. So which means like we can define one Helm chart and that will be like reused multiple times for each and every service. So that is a very good advantage. Helm itself is a templating engine, but this is a template on top of that. Again, like it's very easy to integrate with CI/CD tool because it's just going to be like one command. And if you have the proper credentials to connect to Kubernetes cluster, this will work fine. Happy helming. So that's it. Thank you.